am finally gonna prep my tub. I've literally been saying it for weeks and I just like haven't done anything, and I think I've been a little scared. But I'm home today. I've done nothing on the bus for 2 days. I've helped my friend declutter for 2 days, and I feel the need to get something done. And as you can probably tell, I've said this before, I live kind of on a main street, so there's lots of street noise. So for the most part, you're just gonna see me sped up. So first step is washing. I went in with my super clean and just some water. I ended up hosing it down first, got the super clean on it. It says to leave it for a little bit, but when we did that with the bus, there was lots and lots of residue, so I made sure to rinse it really, really well, and I watched the suds disappear. Like, I kept putting water on it until the suds disappeared. Now I know what you're all thinking. I'll say the quiet part out loud. I bet you didn't know that I was a collector of classic cars. Yeah. I am gonna move this because I don't really want to sand with water under my feet. I don't want to be constantly trying to not step in the water, so oh my god, you can still see the footprints in here. Why didn't that work? I'm sure with the weather that this will be dry in no time. Actually, not too bad today. I almost landed on my foot. It's actually not too bad today. It's like 18 or something, so. Okay, I don't know where to prop you. There's no spots here. Just like at the bus. You're on the Jeep right now. So step 2, after the tub is dried, is sanding, because of course it fucking is. Sanding. I have changed from my 80 grit or 60, I think it's 80 grit. I've changed my 80 grit to my 220 because that's what ChatGPT told me to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. ChatGPT also told me to leave the galvanized steel inside. That was cool. I don't know if you guys could just see that RV that just went by, but okay, ChatGPT also told me to leave the galvanized inside, but after I decided I was going to do that, there was a lot of stuff, a lot of videos on my like front page about people having to sand down and rust convert and treat their rusted stock tank pools that they had done like the previous year or whatever. So if you have done anything like this with like a stock tank pool or like one of those cowboy pools or whatever, and you left the galvanized steel on the inside, can you let me know like how long you left it like that and if it stayed, like, or if I should be painting it? Because part of me thinks I should be painting it. But step 2, sanding. Let's go. Come to find out afterwards that I really, really didn't need to sand this. It says nowhere on this primer that I bought that I needed to sand. It did say that I needed to clean it, free it from dust and grease, etc., and to like fully let it dry and again make sure it was dusted off, but it didn't say that I needed to sand it. I'm hoping that means that there will be better adhesion on it. We shall see. Time will tell, I guess. Note to self and to all of you, from a pro tip from an amateur, don't stand or put your face behind your sander when you're sanding metal, because it'll blow little metal bits into your eyeballs. I don't know how much to sand this because ChatGPT said to give it a light sanding. I'm trying to take the zinc coating off of it, but I also bought a primer, a metal that is specific to galvanized steel. Galvanized metal. Provides adhesion when top coating galvanized metal and zinc coated steel. So this kind of words. This kind of makes me think that I don't need to sand it. I also didn't read it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about sanding, but that's okay. I don't think it'll hurt it that I have it sanded, and I'm gonna prime it before I actually paint. I don't even have the paint actually that I'm gonna use. I was thinking about going and buying that today, but I don't even have the paint. I think I'm done sanding though. Like the bottle doesn't say that I need to sand, so I'm thinking that maybe I didn't need to sand. Step 3 is now this. I don't know how far this is gonna get me. I'm also not good at this at all. I'm tempted to wait for my husband to get home and do it because he is good at it. But we'll see. I've probably been hitting my mic the whole time. Maybe that's why I don't wear a mic. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna see. So after reading the directions on the can, actually sitting down and reading through all of the directions and not just skimming them, I felt just fine about this, and I actually did all 3 coats, and I ended up doing the rim. So on one can, I got 2.5 coats. So I got 2 full coats, and then I did about half the tub, and then my can ran out. So I ran out to Kent, and I got another can of the specific like galvanized metal primer. And I also got 2 cans of the Tremclad rust paint. I got the gloss green. This is the same green that we would like to do the outside of the bus with as well. I just happened to get it in the spray can for this. I feel like that's easier than rolling it on, especially where the stock tank has like these 2, I don't know, like indents all the way around. I feel like spraying it is very easy. And then when I got back from Kent, I decided that I wanted the lip of the stock tank to be white. So what I did is I put some painter's tape, and I have painter's tape that's like attached to a roll of the paper. You can see it here. And I just put it on the inside. I did the lip. I'm currently sitting in my garage waiting for the second coat to dry of this. And I think I'm going to do a 3rd coat, and then I'm going to do the opposite taping, and I'm going to tape off the lip so that I can do the green. And I don't know, this might be done today. We'll see. I may have to wait because this still feels tacky, and I'm scared if I put tape on it, it's gonna peel off. Okay, so this might be it for Thursday. I don't have my watch on. It's like 4:30. I think I started around 11. I'll put the real times on screen for you here. But primer on the tub is done. Primer on the tub is done, and I can start spraying my green. I got my green right here. Color I'm going for, gloss green, Tremclad. I really liked the Tremclad when we did the floor, underneath the subfloor. So this is the color I'd like to paint the outside of the bus, and I don't know, I just thought it would be cool if the tub matched. So this is going to be a next day thing for me, not tomorrow because we're going on a hike. So I'll see you next time. This whole video is very back and forth. I'm like at the house and then at the bus and then at the house and then at the bus. And we really are skipping around with projects, but there was just a couple things that I needed Glenn's help with. Exhibit A is flipping this toolbox over to put the toe kick on, and he did a lot of the drilling through the metal because we have learned that I am weak. But yeah, we needed to do this as a team, which was really nice. And the rest of the stuff that I did this day, I didn't end up filming because I just kept getting frustrated, and y'all don't need to see me crash out. So I didn't really film. I did these couple sped through, but basically I bought 8 of these small L brackets. we were going to do 4 on the toolbox and then 4 on the other part, but we decided that since the toolbox was so heavy that we'd just do the 8. The toolbox already had holes in it, which we did use, and it also came with bolts, and those bolts were for the wheels. So we used the bolts, we used the holes that were already on the toolbox, we made the holes in the L brackets bigger, and when I say we, I really do mean Glenn, because Glenn drilled those holes, and then we just put it all together. We screwed it all on the toe kick, and then we flipped it over, and, well, I was doing some other stuff. I can't remember what I did this day. I feel like I was doing slats. Well, I was doing that. Glenn was actually creating like new holes in a piece of leftover angle iron that he found, I think probably in the junkyard. Hey, hi, hello. I have so many things to update you on. First and foremost, I'm in my painting clothes because my overalls are dirty and I don't have enough laundry to do a load of laundry, and my hair is not dry enough yet, but I need to start this because this needs to dry so that I can put another coat on. So I'm going to put a coat on, and then I'm going to show you all the things that I need to update you on. Yeah. How rude of me. I didn't get to even finish my thought. Anyways, Glenn made new holes so that they lined up with the holes that were already on that rail in the bus where the seats were, so we could reuse those, so he didn't have to drill through that metal because that metal is really thick. But yeah, I didn't film any of the rest of Saturday, even though we were there for like a full 8 hours. We put in a full work day while we were there on Saturday, and we got a lot done, but y'all didn't need to see me crash out. Okay, it looks a little like camo right now, but it's only the first coat. First coat always looks horrible. The first coat of the white looked horrible too. So, I want to show you what I've got. We went and got a countertop. My dad had this in his garage, just left over, I think. So, this is the countertop that we'll actually put in the bus. There was more countertop. It was quite a big countertop, actually, but this is the L, the part of the L, you know, like my weird cabinet, my weird part that like sticks off, that makes my cabinet an L. This is what is going to go there. I know it's different from the countertop that I have there. I'm not super concerned about it. At this point, I would just like to go on a trip, right? I also went and got a toilet from my friend. I will just give you a peek of this. I have not washed it. It's been out in her yard. There it is. I gotta wash it. Oops. But yeah, this is today's mission. Wow, it looks really bad right now. I know the first coat always looks awful. It'll look better, but I'll be back. Should we talk about the elephant in the room? My Grinch mask. Your girl went in after that first coat and brushed her teeth and spit into the sink. Sorry, TMI. And it was green. And I'm not talking like, oh, I have a cold green. No. It was Tremclad gloss green. So I said, absolutely not. A mask needs to go on my face pronto. It's still not great. It still looks pretty patchy, but we're definitely getting there. Another thing that is green, still green, a few days later, my toes, my ankles, my fingernails, especially on my right hand, the hand that was holding the can. And immediately when I went inside and looked in the mirror, my nose under my glasses was green, so I got that off so quick because there was no way that I was walking around with Grinch face. I got that off real quick. Did not notice my feet until later in the day. So you know that shit's already cured. It's gonna be a little bit of a work in progress. I'll work at it. I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit and then take the tape off and I'll show you what it looks like. There's a few spots where I just didn't do my tape very good, I guess. Happens. There's a couple spots over there too. But Ow. Oh, that hurt. But you can't see it from here. So do I care? I don't know. I did decide to leave the inside. You can see I've gotten a little bit of overspray, but that's all right. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the inside galvanized because it's meant to be filled with water, so. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the inside. So this is our final look. I really wanted to keep the lip white. I don't know why. I don't really like white. White is not my aesthetic. Maybe one day I'll paint it gold, but here it is. You'll have to let me know what you think down below. I don't know what I'm doing next. I really don't. Maybe cut my bed slats, screw them on. But I think that's gonna be it for Monday. We're getting one of our window panes replaced. It's like the inside of the window in the living room. The seal broke on it like, I don't know, 2 years in, like 7 years ago. But we're finally getting it replaced today. So I think I am done for the day. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna relax with my dog until the window guy gets here, which I don't know when that will be. See you probably tomorrow. Well, here's what it looks like. I love it. I think it looks really pretty. I did go back in. You can see some wet paint here and probably over here. I did go back in, spray where I had like missed a little bit, but it did drip here. And I should have known better. ChatGPT told me not to spray it, to either spray it within a 1 hour window or after 24 hours because the paint starts to cure. And if you put another layer on, it can crack it. So you can see it's like cracking. So I will have to sand down here and here and here and there. 1, because they dripped, 2, because they cracked. But I think it looks cute. I don't even know if I care because this side of the tub is going to be beside a wall. I'm not even gonna be able to see that. So I don't know. Unsure. But there it is. I love it. I'm so excited to paint the bus this green color. I think it's gonna look so cute. And like this really mimics the bus because I have a white roof and then it's gonna be green. And like you can just imagine like black rub rails on the bus. This is what the bus is gonna look like basically. So that's really cool. It's a cool indicator. I like it. I think it's cute. And we are back on the bus. I finally get to show you the things that I worked on. So last day I worked on 2 center beams of the bed. And the reason I did this instead of one down the middle is because I want to put legs underneath them and I needed a space big enough to put a water tank, a fresh water tank. So I measured the space, bought a water tank. It is on its way. It should be here like, I don't know, in a week or so. And I wanted to be able to use the slats that you see on the screen on the left because I had these like little ones that I wanted to use. Hello friends. Officially done with the bed. Just need to use those little brackets to attach the legs to the floor. I'm realizing that I did not finish filming on Saturday, so this is attached. My art pieces are ready to be hung up. That's what I'm doing next. Bed is done, but I finished that today. And I put a little cushion on the couch so you can like see the idea. The cushion that I ordered also has a back, like it's for like a porch swing, so it'll have the bottom and the back. But there's that. I don't think I've done anything else. No. Okay. So I think I'm going to put those up now. Horrible angle. is it? All right. Hi friends, it is Thursday? I think it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's 4:02. I have not filmed at all today, and that was intentional. There's been some weird angles that I've had to get in. I'm doing random ass things like putting the freshwater tank under the bed and cutting legs for under the bed and adding a piece for the couch, and I had to run home because our dog was acting weird, but I realized that I never finished out this episode, so this is officially me finishing out this episode. I'm going to show you guys what the bus looks like right now. And I also wanted to show you, this is the table that I was talking about. I can't remember if I showed you. I made this, actually my dad made it. I wanted a table, I wanted like a walking desk for my elliptical. I never measured, so it's too big, but I kept it. I figured I'd use it on my treadmill, never happened, but this will be perfect on a lagoon mount, like right here. And then probably make like a little spot in the cupboard for it, like a little slide-in spot. But anyways, I wanted to show you the couch cushion that came yesterday, I want to say. It definitely needs to fluff up. It's definitely looking a little sad. I do think I need a back for the couch, like an angled back, but that is a later problem. This works just fine for all of the time that Glenn and I are going to sit here. But yeah, so couch cushion came in. I'm working right now, like what I'm actively doing until the end of the day is actually sanding down the pallets so that maybe the couch will come in and out a little bit easier. Although again, for all Glenn and I think for all Glenn and I will bring it out. I'm not sure that it'll do us much good, but that is what I'm working on right now. I am gonna go cut my little art installation. I did put the other one up. I'm gonna show you guys some things. So yeah, I'm working right now on sanding down like here, because I think that's where it's getting caught, but like I don't know. I'm just trying to try a couple things. We got our freshwater tank, it's under there. Bed slats are done. Oh, I also got curtains. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram too, you would have seen this, but got some curtains. I'm gonna have to cut them, and I think I need another panel, but they're very pretty. They go with like my green and gold theme. I put up this little art installation here. I think it looks very cute. This is where the gray padding would have been. And then I need to go cut the other one for over here to hide all of that. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and I will see you next week. Bye.